Right there folks, this is going to be a very quick video. In Britain we seem to have a real booze problem. I mean, it just seems to be getting worse actually. It's difficult to tell, even living here, how true it is. Are things really getting worse? Because the media and newskeepers, a sociology term, they construct reality in effect. They show certain things, they portray things a certain way, and certainly the papers and the television programs always going on about the booze problem in this country. But it's not just media spin and hype. I mean, I think we do have a drunkenness problem in England. I think it is getting worse. And when I say drunkenness, I mean violence, thuggery, getting pissed and then smashing stuff up. It's not clever. However, the government of this country, oh God, MSN, forget that. The government of this country has come up with another harebrained scheme which they're going to try and pass. And basically, at the moment in Britain, you're allowed to give your children alcohol in your home from the age of 5 upwards, which to me seems sensible. But the government, which loves prohibition, thinks that that's not right. People can't be trusted to bring up their own kids, so they're going to try and ban it so that you can't give alcohol to anyone under 18, even in your privacy of your own home. Now, people who want to know my views on prohibition of drugs can view my video, The Drug Laws of the UK Are Immoral and Unjust. That's an 8-minute long video, deals with it more in depth, but essentially I'm against it. Look, the problem with drunkenness in this country is this. On the continent, in places like France and Italy, they do have much less drunken thuggery than in Britain. And one of the reasons is because there is a certain time and place for alcohol. Kids are brought up with alcohol, kids have a glass of wine or a sip of wine with their food from a very young age, and they are brought up with alcohol as a part of their life. They know there's a time for alcohol, there is a place for alcohol, there is a way in which alcohol should be consumed. It's not even necessarily about sitting down with your kids and saying, well, you should do this and you shouldn't do that. It's just leading by example. The culture is such that in many other countries, including in Mediterranean countries, they drink. It's more part of their life. Whereas in this country, we sort of teetotal throughout the day. We don't drink a lot of the time, and then we just get smashed up on the weekends. We get mashed out of our brains, and there's no real culture of drinking with food. I mean, in this country, we don't really have a glass of wine with our food. We don't really do that. So what I'm trying to say here is one of the problems with one of the reasons for our problem with drunken thuggery in this country, our binge drinking, is that alcohol isn't a central part of our culture, in that kids aren't brought up with it. Kids aren't exposed to it in the same way that they are on the continent. Now, by banning parents from exposing their children to alcohol, you're not only infringing on the rights of parents to raise their kids their way, you're not only interfering, again, government, in something that's none of its business, but you're making it impossible for parents to expose their kids to alcohol. My parents would let me sip a bit of alcohol. They'd say, would you like a taste? From a very, very, very young age. And you know what? I'm not an alcoholic. I don't have drink problems. I don't get pissed up and smash stuff up. I'm not a thug. In fact, I've almost never been drunk. I mean, properly drunk, I have been a few times, but, I mean, almost never do it. Because that's the way I was brought up. I was brought up to respect it. It was a part of my life. It was just sensible. And I'm going to bring my children up. If I ever have children, I'm going to have them taste alcohol, whether it's legal or illegal. I'm going to have them taste alcohol from a young age. I'll say, would you like a sip? When they get a bit older, maybe have a little bit of alcohol in a glass, a tiny bit. Because that's how you get to respect alcohol and know about alcohol. That's how you get to do it. By preventing parents from doing that, again, you are taking power away from parents. You're going to exacerbate the problem, because the solution, exposing children to alcohol in the right way young, is not going to be able to happen. And it completely misses the point, because kids who get pissed up and smash stuff up, or even adults who get pissed and smash stuff up, it's not their parents that are buying them the alcohol. So once again, a statist, harebrained scheme aimed at destroying a sense of responsibility, a sense of rights, a sense of connection between child and parent, getting people used to the idea that children are the property of the state, not their parents, and most tragic of all, it completely misses the point. Preventing parents from exposing their kids to alcohol is actually going to make the problem worse, if it's going to have any effect at all. I am sick of this fucking country and the dickheads that we're governed by fucking spastics, you fucking cunts. I'm sick of the politicians in this country, and I'm just waiting. One day there's going to be a full-scale riot, because I'm not the only one who's sick to fucking death of these scum pigs who rule us.